On May 15, 2024, Canon finally announced the Canon EOS R1. This particular model has been the long-anticipated camera that Canon had yet to announce. To our surprise, on May 15, 2024, this camera was announced to public. As they had published this particular article on their website, there were some rumors that was going around that this particular camera was going to be a APS-C cropped censored camera. But that wouldn't make any sense. So on the article that Canon put up for us, they have clearly mentioned that this particular model is going to be a full-frame camera, and this particular model is aimed for a 2024 release. So while I was searching the internet for this video, I actually found out that there are 11 Canon EOS R models out there, and with the addition of Canon R1, it's going to be 12 in the series. This clearly shows that the Canon R1 has been the long anticipated camera that all the Canon users as well as other users have been waiting for. So as the article says that this particular model is fully geared towards professionals than normal consumers. They say that this camera is going to have a strong durability as well as high reliability, which of course when we spend thousands and thousands of dollars on a particular piece of equipment, we expect strong durability and high reliability. So this camera, with my guess, is going to be again a hybrid kind of a thing, just like they have done with the Canon EOS R6 Mark II and Canon EOS R8. As it says, this camera will dramatically improve the performance of both still images and videos. And again, it says that this camera will help to meet the high requirements of the professionals who are working in the front line of sporting events, or whether they are doing a news report or even video production. We hope that we again have something that's way better than the Canon EOS R3. And we're also getting new image processing as well as the new CMOS sensor. Now the question is whether this sensor is going to be a global shutter or just a stacked sensor, just like in the Canon EOS R3. If we don't get a global shutter in this particular camera, then it's going to be a disappointment, because last year Sony has already launched its camera, the Sony A9 III, which is smaller and has a global shutter that's built in. But with the addition of new DIGIC Accelerator, we expect a high transfer of data, and with this we can clearly say that the camera will be capable of doing 120 frames per second in RAW. Now whether we are going to be getting a CF Express card slot or CF Express Type B slot, it's unknown, but I'm pretty sure that we are going to be getting dual CF Express card or dual CF Express Type B card slots. So this is a couple of days after I've finished filming this video. I actually got busy with my work and I wasn't able to edit this video. Now during this period I came across some updates. So you may be wondering like what the new updates are. By this we can tell that this camera, the Canon EOS R1 is going to be having a 24 megapixel CMOS BSI stacked sensor and not a global sensor. So the Canon rumor website have also updated us with some of the more features, such as the reader speed is going to be about 2 milliseconds. So we are also getting quad pixel autofocus and intelligent AI tracking. It says it can track a specific target and ignore everything else. So if this what they are claiming over here actually works out, or if it's turns out to be true, then it's going to be when we are clicking pictures, it's going to be giving us 16-bit mechanical shutter and 14-bit electronic shutter. And we are also getting 6K RAW at 120 frames per second. 6K RAW at 120 frames per second for video is going to be really spectacular, because with 6K we'll get the ability to crop into video and still have the quality. And again, this particular website claims that as in the video I've been talking about whether this camera is going to be having a dual CF Express card or a CF Express Type B card. This particular site is claiming that this camera is going to be having a dual CF Express card that is going to be Type B CF Express cards, which is something that I have just anticipated, and fortunately it turned out to be true, or let's hope that it's going to be true. But these are all just rumors. And full size HDMI port now with Canon, even with this Canon EOS R6 Mark II, there has been a long demand for, giving the consumers as well as the professionals the, full-size HDMI port, but Canon has been ignoring this for a long period of time now. Let's hope that with this particular camera, the Canon EOS R1, or utilize the full HDMI cable. And even with this Canon EOS R6, it has micro HDMI cable, which is kind of a fragile thing, and the ports can get damaged easily. Final thing that I had not discussed in my main video was the pricing. All I had said was thousands and thousands of dollars. This site claims that this particular camera is going to cost around $6,499 US, but it's just a rumor and it is yet to be announced publicly. And also on the Canon rumor side, they have updated us with so-called leaked images of Canon EOS R1. I'm going to be leaving a link down below. The first link in the description box below will be the link to this particular website, from where you can have a look and check it out for yourself and by yourself, and so that you will be able to gain and access more details about this camera if you are interested. So back onto the video. And with this particular camera model, Canon has also promised us that we will be able to see never before seen advancement in autofocus system and as well as other functions. Now, if that's so, and Canon somehow proves to be correct, then that would be like mind-blowing. And another question that comes to my mind is like whether Canon did this on purpose. You may wonder what Canon did on purpose. The purpose over here is launching the camera late. You see, the market currently is mostly focused on minimalism, and that goes for cameras as well, because most of the people nowadays film using GoPros. So with this, what I would like to say is that if Canon did this on purpose, then they might have been studying the Sony A9 III and some other cameras just so they can give its users some extraordinary value. So this might be a case, but I surely don't know like what they are doing with this particular model. But as the article says that they have added some new features with autofocus as well, and new processor, new sensor. Those are the kinds of expectation that comes up in a person's mind when you hear about all these new features. And the other reason why I think Canon intentionally released this particular camera late is that they have finally implemented the use of AI. As it says in the article, by combining the new image processing system and deep learning technology to an advanced degree, Canon has achieved high speed and high accuracy subject recognition. This means that they have been trying to implement AI onto their cameras. If they successfully do, then it's going to be really spectacular. Subject tracking accuracy has been improved so that in the team sporting events where multiple subjects intersect, target subject can continually be tracked even if another player directly comes in front of them. With this we can say that they have been working out with this AI thing for a while. And it says over here, in moments during a sports game when it is difficult to predict what will happen next, this function automatically determines the player performing a certain action. So if this particular function, the new action priority mode actually works well, as it says over here, then it will be something that's we have never seen before.
Yeah, boy.
Now I do know that Sony has some better autofocusing system than Canon, and let's see whether this particular function will win over Sony's autofocus system. Hey there, fellow creators and photographers. If you are passionate about filmmaking, cameras, and photography, then you're in the right place. I'm Siddharth Johansson, and on this channel we dive into the world of visual storytelling, sharing ideas, thoughts, and knowledge that will help you to take your craft to the next level. Whether you are a seasoned filmmaker looking to refine your skills, or a beginner eager to learn the ropes, my videos cover a wide range of topics, from camera reviews to gear guides to composition techniques and editing tutorials. But it's not just about the technical stuff. It's also about fostering a community of like-minded individuals who share a passion for visual storytelling. That's why I love engaging with you in the comments, exchanging ideas and learning from each other's experiences. So if you are ready to embark on a journey of creativity, learning, and inspiration, hit that subscribe button and join our growing community. Let's capture moments, tell stories, and make magic together. Until next time, keep creating. Canon's saying as the camera is geared more towards professionals, and the camera will have DIGIC X with addition of DIGIC Accelerator, and is also going to have a new sensor. Hopefully the sensor goes out to be a global sensor, because that's what we expect. And they do give dual CF Express card slots, and hopefully what Canon had promised, or Canon has promised turns out to be true. So if you enjoyed watching this particular video, make sure that you subscribe, like and share, and I'll see you in the next one.